Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I go by the name of Caesar, aka Mr. Sneaker Rider, and you're tuned in to yet another installment of Apparently This Happened. Right now, I'm just taking my shirt off, my flannel off, and I have to get myself comfortable. Let me take a little swig of water, get my palate right, because, give me 1 second. Man. First and foremost, I'm hoping that you guys are feeling blessed and highly favored. Do me a super solid. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And, smash that notification button so you don't miss anything that's happening, man, because you never know. We always get the funniest things coming across our desk. And, but you know what we're discussing right now, or what the hottest topic is. The subject at hand at the moment is this Kendrick versus Drake beef. Now, at this point, I feel like someone's either going to concede or they're just going to battle it out until they're barless or they're breathless. I don't know. Because at this particular point, with what I'm seeing, what I'm watching, what I'm witnessing, and everything in between, it's crazy, man. Because right now, Kendrick just dropped another joint. He just dropped a joint called Not Like Us on a mustard beat with that Cali LA flow. You know that flow, man, that LA flow? Yeah. And for me, it's like he's taking a victory lap at this point. Now I'm looking at the numbers, and I don't even think it's fair to judge this whole battle based on the numbers, but I think it's fair to judge the battle based on what people are saying, right? The feedback. Now Drake has been very impressive. His penmanship is amazing and all that. But I feel like Kendrick is taking a victory lap, even if Drake has something in the chamber or whatever it may be, because now people are alleging that the whole situation with Kendrick mentioning the daughter, that was some false information that was fed to Kendrick that was orchestrated by Drake. But then at the end of the day, I just feel like if people are a fan of Drake, they're going to make Drake seem superhuman, like incapable of doing any wrong, and he's this super duper mastermind, super genius, man, like thinking on a whole different level. He doesn't even play chess, the normal chess. He plays that 3D chess, if you know what I'm talking about, right? That 3-tier chess or whatever, yeah, right? If you're a Kendrick fan, you're gonna feel the same way. Oh man, Kendrick is diabolical and this and that. But the fact of the matter is, proof's in the pudding when we're looking at who got information for what. Okay? If you look at the subject matter and you look at the layout and you look at how everything plays out, I truly believe that Kendrick knew about everything from the very first diss, right? The whole song that people have been talking about that has been in the chamber and in the vault to diss Drake, if it's not Euphoria that was broken up into pieces, then that joint is still sitting somewhere. And is that the super nuke? Is that the world ender? Is that is it? Who knows, right? But this Not Like Us joint, man. And also, this is coming from a Toronto native. When it comes to Drake's joint, the last joint that he put out, Family Matters, it's like, I respect the structure and everything, and I mentioned that before, right? And there are a couple of notable things that I've listened to it a bunch more times now, and there are a couple points that I have to bring up, or a point or two that I have to bring up, right? There's one line where he's talking about Kendrick having a crisis team to hide the fact that he put hands on his queen, or something like that, right? I know I'd already mentioned that. Let me say this again. I know I had already mentioned that Drake had mentioned the fact that there's an alleged assault that Kendrick did to his partner, better half, wife, etc., right? That is very notable. And he said he would have a tear sliding or running down the side of his face when they slide the door of that Good Kid, Mad City van, that van, okay? Which shows that the reason why Drake had that van is because the Good Kid, Mad City van, the one that was on the cover. That's the significance. Now let's move on. Like Us or Not Like Us. Not Like Us is such a chill play record. It's almost playful, but the pungent nature of what he's saying is what is really impactful. There's one line in there where he said, I know this is striking a chord and it's probably a minor. If you know anything about music or a little bit about music, chords are structured music, and chords, there's flat, there's this, there's that, but A minor. A play on words with A minor for the chord and A minor for you get it. Because now he's pointing at the fact that I don't even feel comfortable saying it, but you guys know what it is. There's a claim that Drake has got a thing for kids, right? Can I verify this? I don't know. Only that man knows, and that man does what he does, right? Do I believe it? Do I see it? Nah, man, I don't. But in this battle and the way that it's all set up, it's so tricky with that video that came out and the timing of that video with how everything else came out has me thinking Kendrick is either a genius or the team he's working with are some incredible people, or there's someone who really doesn't like Drake that really wants him to fall off, that gave everything to Kendrick. Right when he heard that there's an alleged, maybe Drake is smart enough to set up a little trap, and he made a story up about having a kid to get the mole out of the crew, to figure out who it would be. And maybe he only told 3 people, and out of the 3 people to figure out who the person is, who knows. Another thing is, my better half said I should mention this. I didn't feel comfortable mentioning this, but I'll say it anyways, right? Because this is news. I'm media now, and this is what I do, right? Cash XO's house was shot up about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago, when this whole thing started. And there is a mention of Cash in Kendrick's verse. I don't know if it was for, I think it was for 616 in LA. The African is coming out of me, 616. But yeah, 616 in LA. Excuse me. I think he mentioned Cash, and he said that basically he said that Cash was not the mole, right? But Cash's house was hit up, and this mansion's beautiful crib, man, beautiful ball court. It's palatial. The thing is mega. But the bodyguards, not bodyguards, but the guards' little shed. You know the shed that the guards have. Yeah, it got shot up and whatever, right? So that's neither here nor there. But I'm really hoping that we don't find out that Drake really trying to push this line of not being played with and being taken seriously as a G, and really pushing that gangster line didn't have anything to do with orchestrating any of this. I really hope so. So let's move on, because we're not doing any police type things over here, okay? We're just media discussing the happenings of the world. No different from CNN, just GNN, whatever you would call it. But anyways, excuse me. So with Not Like Us, there's a bunch of other things that I mentioned, but Kendrick is now angling that Drake is a colonizer. So there's been this thing that people have where they feel like Drake has a tendency to kind of appropriate culture. He just goes wherever, and if it's hot, he'll take whatever the flavor is from wherever it is, use it up, and then move on. That's what the alleged feeling or perception is when it comes to Drake, right? Whether it's the UK type drill, the UK flow that was popular, and is still popular right now, and countless other styles and movements. You got McConan on one side. So there have been different allegations that have been made that make it seem like he has a tendency to just take people's juice and sauce and drip and push on, right? So he mentioned that whenever you need a club record or you want to get back in the club, you always have to hit up Future. And you feel like 21 Savage and basically Young Thug Slime give you relevance and make you feel like a G. But it's like, when he's saying colonizer, it's under the belt. I feel, because I'm feeling bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. T said it better than me. She said she was feeling bad, and at the time I wasn't feeling bad, because I'm like, this is battle rap. This is a battle. This This is hip hop beef. This is what comes with it, right? For one, I feel like this is gonna get intense, way intense in the streets, for sure. But I'm just looking at the whole situation, and this one here, it's like, bro, man. To label him a colonizer is to just pretty much strip him off whatever blackness he has in him, or whatever it is that you consider the thing that makes him have flavor. You know, just having that flavor, right? So him doing that, it's just, this is now diabolical. This is now what happens, right? Because with what Drake has said about Kendrick, I was saying to my better, like I was saying to T, right? I was like, bruh, okay, both are bad situations if it's true, right? If Kendrick put hands on his girl, that's terrible. But if it turns out like Drake is kind of into some strange stuff, like weirdo stuff, who's worse out of the two in the public eye? In my opinion, the woman beater could be treated like something can work out for him, but the other person is like, I think that's someone who'll be completely shunned. Even if you went to prison, that's why Kendrick mentioning cell block 1 or cell block 1A or whatever he said in Not Like Us, that you better hope you don't go there. I feel him, because in prison, from what I hear, people who do kids wrong or have a tendency to do kids wrong in that way don't survive. They get given their own wing, their own little section. You don't come around us. Nope. Not like us. Nah. Excuse me. So, just to summarize everything, there's so many different things that were said in this song, and I'm picking up bits and pieces. I'm just touching base with you guys to let you know that another one just dropped. Now, that's 3 joints in about 24 hours or so. Okay? One joint that was dropped within 1 to 3 minutes off the joint that Drake dropped. Family Matters dropped. Kendrick dropped. Meet the Grams. 1 to 3 minutes later. Okay? And I say 1 to 3 because when I'm looking across the board and I'm looking at everyone who dropped what, it's like it's a range of about 1 to 3 minutes separation. The views are going crazy. People are going nuts, and people will praise Drake and people will praise Kendrick, but now it comes to my opinion, and this is a person. I'm from the yard. I'm a Toronto native. This is our boy, and I have to say, in my opinion, that Kendrick really masterfully, successfully may have possibly, hands down, taken this W. I had to be honest, man. I can't lie. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't fabricate it. I can't be counterfeit. I just had to be honest, right? Now, am I saying Drake's joints were trash? No, not even close. But I'm just saying that this right here is what you call strategic and calculated, planned out dropping. From the covers to the little pictures being released, he didn't do any memes or any of that type stuff. Drake was very strategic in his moves as well. Drake knew what he was doing as well. Strategic in the posting of the memes and the stories and this and that. And by the way, he denies the fact. He said, "Nah, show me what my daughter is. I want to see my daughter. Where's my daughter? I need to see my daughter." Something like that, right? So I need more time to process everything that's going on. So this is what we're gonna do. I'll make a deal with you guys right now, okay? I'll be back. I'll bring T on. T and I will have another, maybe a late night conversation. There'll be less energy coming from me because now to be laid back, the kids will be fast asleep, and I can really process this because right now I'm all over the place. Don't know what I'm doing. I feel like a headless chicken. This is crazy. And the cover is Drake's wonderful estate out there in Rosedale. Not Rosedale, but that spot, man. A beautiful spot. This is I can't even think right now, man. This is blown my mind. This is mind blasting, as that guy said. This is crazy. But like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I go by the name of Caesar. I thank one and all for tuning in, and I thank every single sub for subbing up and just just helping us grow and passing on the word. Do me a super solid, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that notification button. And I'm just wishing you guys a great remainder of the day. Don't chase the number, chase the dream. And I'm out. I'll catch you guys in a second. One. Don't chase the number, chase the dream. That been my decree.